Hello, have a nice day. This is Basic 3, Unit 7, Part C and Part D. Okay, in Part C, we are going to check this not first the vocabulary about this kind of food or this food. So pay attention to the audio, please.
Lesson C. Meals. Page 70. Exercise 1. Vocabulary. More food. 1,
Hot dogs,
2,
Salad,
3,
soup,
4,
hamburgers,
5,
dumplings,
6,
spaghetti,
7,
tacos,
8,
pancakes,
9,
sushi,
10,
pizza,
Okay, it could be no problem with that. Okay, it's so easy. So you are going to complete this chart and you are going to check the vocabulary. If you want, you can repeat with the audio. Don't worry about it. The next part is the conversation of two people, a girl and a boy. Okay, we are going to check the conversation. Pay attention.
Page 70. Exercise 2. Conversation. I eat pizza every day.
What is that?
Pizza. My father is a pizza chef.
Really? So how often do you eat pizza?
I eat pizza every day. It's my favorite food.
I don't eat pizza very often, but it looks interesting. What's on it?
Cheese, tomatoes, black beans, and fish.
Black beans and fish on pizza? Yuck.
Have some. It's really good.
No thanks. I'm not very hungry.
It sounds strange. This combination, black beans and fish. I don't know. Maybe later I will taste it. Okay, don't worry about it. The next part is part 3, grammar. How often and time expressions. Okay, and the question is, how often do you eat pizza? Okay, how often? How many days or how many times do you eat pizza? More or less. So the correct question is, how often do you eat pizza? And the possible answers in positive is, I eat pizza every day. Every day means Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay? Those are every day. For example, I eat pizza once a week. For example, when we were at the school, most of the people or the majority we ate pizza on Thursday, okay? Because it is the Tianguis Day, okay? Uh, Another possible answer, I eat pizza twice a month. For example, I eat pizza, for example, in September. I eat pizza only twice a month because it is on September 15 and September 16, the only days I eat pizza. Okay, twice a month. I eat pizza 3 times a month. I don't know, it could be, for example, the first day of the month, I eat pizza. At the day 15 of the month and the day number 30, I eat pizza 3 times a month. It could be. And or I eat pizza once in a while. Once in a while means that is something rarely. Okay? You eat pizza, but it's So where that you test it, okay? The other one, you can mix it. For example, I eat pizza twice a week. It could be, for example, Thursday and Sunday, the only days that I eat pizza. Or 3 times a week. It could be, for example, I eat pizza on Monday, on Wednesday, and Friday. So I eat pizza 3 times a week. Okay, those are the options for positive answers. And for negative answers, you can use I don't eat pizza very often. That is more or less like once in a while, okay? But it's a negative. And the other negative answer, it could be I never eat pizza. Nothing. Neither my crush invite me. I never eat pizza. Okay, those are the examples. Okay, so at the next part, you are going to complete the part below uh, of the maths menu. Okay, at the maths menu, you have to complete the ideas. And the first question is how often does Matt eat hamburgers for dinner? Okay, and if we look for in Monday, he doesn't eat. Tuesday, he doesn't eat. Wednesday, he doesn't. Thursday, he doesn't. Friday, he doesn't. Saturday, he doesn't. Sunday, yes, he does on Sunday. Okay, so Matt eats hamburger once a week. Okay, it could be referring with the time expression. Okay, the second answer or the second question is how does Matt eat soup for lunch? Okay, and for lunch it's on Monday, on Wednesday, and on Saturday. So he eats soup on Monday, on Wednesday, or Saturday, but you have to use this time expression. Maybe it's once a week, maybe it's twice a month, once a while, 3 times. I don't know. You have to write it, okay? And so on with the questions. How often does Matt eat pancakes? How often does Matt eat hot dogs? How often does Matt eat sushi for lunch? And how often does Matt eat dumpling for dinners? Okay? So you have to complete that and you are going to send me the pictures of this homework. Obviously, you have more homework. The next part is speaking. Well, before that, you have to make 6 sentences about your eating habits with different time expression. Tell your partners, okay? So you have to write it, please. And well, just writing, okay? This part just writing. Here, just write the sentences, okay? And the next part, speaking eating habits, you are going to make a little presentation, a speech, something like that, and you are going to add your 3 food words here. For example, sushi, a cake, ice cream, etc., etc. Okay. Then you are going to answer the questions. How often do you eat? Something like that. You are going to make a little speech about your friend. You are going to ask your friend what some kinds of food, I don't know, candies, water, soda, etc., etc., etc. Everything you have the vocabulary. So you are going to check that conversation. You are going to write, for example, my friend Arturo eats hot dogs once in a month, something like that. You are going to speak that or those answers, okay? Don't worry about it. And this is only the part C. At the part D, we are going to check You are going to read this letter from our readers, and you are going to check. After that, you are going to complete this chart, please, at the part C. Okay, so now we are going to check the audio of the part D number 1, that is reading, and it says, look at the pictures in the magazine. Can you name the food? So pay attention to the audio, please.
Lesson D. Favorite food. Page 72. Exercise 1. Reading. Letters from our readers.
I love nachos. I make them once a week. I just buy some tortilla chips and put cheese, beef, tomatoes, and onions on top. Then I cook it in the microwave. Heather, United States.
I like dumplings a lot. You can buy good dumplings in restaurants, but I usually eat my mother's dumplings. They're delicious. I eat them for lunch 4 or 5 times a month. Jason, South Korea.
My wife and I go to our favorite ice cream shop 3 times a month. They have many flavors, but we always get chocolate ice cream. It's our favorite. Carlos, Argentina.
I really like pancakes, but we don't eat them for breakfast. We eat them after dinner. We usually eat them 2 or 3 times a month. I like to eat them with jam. Olga, Sweden.
Let's go.
Page 73. Exercise 2. Listening. A meal in Sweden.
Hi, Matt.
Oh, good morning, Olga. How's it going?
Good, thanks. Let's have some breakfast before class.
Okay. Olga, you're from Sweden, right? What's a typical breakfast in Sweden?
Well, one very important food is bread.
Do you put anything on the bread?
Yes, we do. We usually have it with butter or cheese.
What about pancakes?
Swedes love pancakes, but we hardly ever eat them for breakfast. We usually eat them after dinner, for dessert.
What other food is typical for breakfast in Sweden?
Swedes also eat cereal and eggs for breakfast, and a lot of fruit.
How healthy.
Oh, it is.
It sounds like a lot of food.
Well, hotels sometimes have big buffets, but we usually eat a small breakfast at home. Then we have a light lunch and a big dinner.
Page 73.
Shit. Sorry. It was a problem. It was easy, this conversation. Now we are going to check the part B. Listen again and circle the words you hear. Okay? Pay attention, please.
Page 73. Exercise 2. Listening. A meal in Sweden.
Hi, Matt.
Oh, good morning, Olga. How's it going?
Good, thanks. Let's have some breakfast before class.
Okay. Olga, you're from Sweden, right? What's a typical breakfast in Sweden?
Well, one very important food is bread.
Do you put anything on the bread?
Yes, we do. We usually have it with butter or cheese.
What about pancakes?
Swedes love pancakes, but we hardly ever eat them for breakfast. We usually eat them after dinner, for dessert.
What other food is typical for breakfast in Sweden?
Swedes also eat cereal and eggs for breakfast, and a lot of fruit.
How healthy.
Oh, it is.
It sounds like a lot of food.
Well, hotels sometimes have big buffets, but we usually eat a small breakfast at home. Then we have a light lunch and a big dinner.
Okay? It was easy. Only repeat the audio many times as you need in order to understand the conversation. Okay? Don't give up. It's so easy, but you need to understand the English, please. Okay? That is part B. At part C, it says writing a typical meal. Okay? Here in this part, you have the questions: what do people drink? What do people eat? Do you usually eat it? Why or why not? Okay? And you have a little example here next to, sorry, a Japanese breakfast. Mm, People in Japan usually, and you are going to read it. It could be more or less the same idea, and you are going to check your activity. Okay? At the part B, it says write about a typical meal in your country. Use the model and your answers in part A to help you. Okay? At the part C, so you write your answers and you are going to make a little paragraph just like this in order to arrange your ideas. Okay? At the part C, you are going to make a post. Post your writing around the room. Read your classmates' writing. Who describes similar meals? Okay, for this homework, we are going to use padlet.com web page in order to post your ideas or your homework. Okay, I'm going to give you the link. Don't worry about it. I'm going to check it, please. And after that, speaking, the last activity of the unit 7 is what's your favorite meal? And you are going to answer these questions again. What's your favorite meal? What's your favorite kind of food? How often do you have it? Who make it? Can you cook it? And what do you drink with it? Okay, and you are going to make your speech, your little speech. Okay, don't worry about it. Um, these audios, uh, well, don't worry about it. These audios, okay? Just make it answering those questions, and you are going to post at the classroom webpage. And after this, you are going to take your exam in order to finish the unit 7 and continue with the unit 8. If you have some doubts or questions, please write in the classroom and I'm going to check it. Okay? And that's all for today. Thanks and have a nice day. See you.